Hello all, and welcome back. We heard you. You all wanted the BrowserAct Node to replace the loops we use, and here it is. We wrote a new node for you and uploaded it to the n8n Community Node section on npm. You can read the documentation. I created it myself, so it's safe. Let's see how it works. It might need a few polishes, but it's good to go for now. All you need to do is copy the name and install it from the Community Node section in n8n settings. Just search for BrowserAct inside the n8n nodes, and you will see it has trigger mode and action mode. You will primarily need the action mode to run workflow and to get details of a workflow task. For the credentials, you only need to add the API key and save it. We've included a few different operations, but run task and get task are the most important ones. You don't need to add the workflow ID anymore. You simply select the workflow from the list. Then, you can add inputs and select those inputs from a list too. If you don't add an input, the node will use the default value. We also added a profile ID if you want to use the same browser. And save browser data is for incognito. Let's add another node. For the workflow to work, you need to add two nodes. One for the run task and a second for the get task details. I might merge them in the future, but for now, I believe it's better this way as you have more control over the actions. If you add the task ID, you can get the data we use, specifically the status and the output string. You need to pass the JSON ID from the run task node to the get task details node. It will then retrieve the data. The wait for task to finish option is a really important feature we added. It automatically checks the status, and when it equals finish or error, it will continue the workflow. You can also add an interval and timeout to it as well. Let's check the other options really quick. I will add another node. The get task status will retrieve the status of a given task. The list tasks will list data for each workflow. You can use the get workflow to retrieve the list of workflows you have. For the nodes to work, you simply connect both of them, and from the first node, pass the JSON ID to the second node. I added the name in gray inside the task ID field. If you have no node in between, just use the default. This is one of our old examples from one of the workflows. The first node is representing the first loop we had. If you turn on the retry on fail option, you are actually adding the functionality that the if node represents. The second node represents the second loop. And if you add the wait for finish option, it will perform the function of the if node and only retrieves the data when the task is finished. Follow us for more. We are just getting started. After we finish the basic templates for web scraping, we will create crazy automation templates that will blow your mind.